Sir was showing me some of the questions you all had asked. I was telling him that the competitive exams that you all are going for, it definitely creates a kind of feverish situation for you, especially as the exams come closer and anticipation for the result and fear of how the exam is going to be. So that contemplation or absorption takes away good amount of your energy instead of investing it in your studies. So I'll speak about 10 minutes first and then I will take questions after that. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshudhuvanmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So I'll tell you a little story at the end of which I will ask you some question, okay? Once upon a time, three friends went to a jungle. When it was almost like noon time, they were very hungry, looking for some place where somebody can give them some food. But then they realized it was a dark, dense jungle, and there didn't seem to be any villages in the neighborhood. So they were very much anxious. How are we going to get our food? So they sat down under a thorny bush, very tired. One of them said, I'll find out if something can be available. So he went a little distance away and then he found a large mango tree with big mangoes. So he was very surprised. In this jungle with so many hundreds of trees, how is it that God has put this one tree? It is so nice that it has so many mangoes. So then he thought, should I pluck these mangoes or not? He had heard that the sages and saints in the past, they won't harm even a tree by plucking anything. So he looked down and he saw some mangoes had fallen from the tree, ripe ones. So he picked up a few of them and washed them, thanked God, and then he ate those mangoes. It was delicious, very filling. And he thanked God, he thanked the tree. And then he thought, when you receive something from someone, we should also, in return, do something good for them. So then he took those seeds and then he dug the ground and put it inside and watered them and told the tree, this is a little seva I did for you. These seeds will grow like your children in future. They will also grow into mango trees. And very cheerfully, happily, he returned back and told his friends, dear friends, don't lament. There is a mango tree nearby. You can eat to your heart's content. Go there, just go straight and take a right, you'll find a big mango tree. So the second fellow got up very happily. He ran immediately. So as soon as he saw the tree, he tore down 2 branches and then he thought in his mind, if I ran to the people living in this mountain area, some village, I can sell firewood. I can also sell the mangoes. I can make a lot of money. So he put one on this shoulder, one on this shoulder. He ran to make a sales so he can make money. So he didn't even return to his friends, nor did he thank the tree or thank God. He didn't bother a fig about anyone. His whole mind was fixed on money making. And the third fellow got up. Then he went to the same spot. When he saw the tree, he said, in my native place, I had a small sapling of a mango tree. I was watering it, but then it dried up. It didn't grow. How did this mango tree grow so big? That too in the jungle with no one to pay attention. So he became envious of the tree. He told the tree, since you have grown so big, better than my mango sapling, no, I will finish you. I'll cut you down, he said. He became envious, jealous. And then he thought, if I have to cut it down, a lot of energy will be expended. I just burn it down. He was thinking like that. And then he thought, before I can finish it, let me eat some mangoes, he thought. Then he looked for mangoes. There were some mangoes which were red on one side, green on the other side. Are they good mangoes? They are not good ones. They are actually spoiled ones. So he ate. As soon as he put in his mouth, immediately they were sour. Sour on one side, sweet on the other side. Then he threw away the mango and said, just see how horrible mango you fed me now. So he became all the more angry on the tree. So because he could not discriminate which is a good mango, which is not a good mango. He didn't have the discrimination power. He was a foolish fellow. So these three fellows whom I told you, the first one was in Sattva, the second one was in Rajas, third one was in Tamas. Sattva Guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. Now let me ask you, I told you about 5 qualities of the first fellow. You should say only one, okay? Anybody can raise the hand? Only one quality you can say of the first fellow. Yeah, one. He was grateful to whom? To the tree, to God and tree. Okay, thank you. Like that, you all can recollect some more. She said one thing correctly. Anybody else? Yeah? He helped his friend also. He went back and told his friends about the whereabouts of the tree. Good. So they are helpful in nature. Good. Anybody else? Any other quality? Yeah?
He didn't take the mangoes from the
He
tree.
didn't even pluck the mangoes. He only took what was fallen to the ground. By that, what you understand? He didn't want to injure anyone. He wanted to cause the least trouble to others. Good? That's very good. Thank you. Anybody else? Yeah?
He only ate that much which was like satisfied.
He only ate as much as he needed. He didn't grab and carry anything more. He didn't have any greed. Very good. Yeah?
All his friends were tired, but he didn't lose his hope and went in the search for food.
His other friends, they were fed up with the situation, but he was not fed up, he was cheerful. He was hopeful, confident. So that's how you could find the tree. Good? Very good. So you all told many nice things about the first fellow, Sattva. These are the qualities of Sattva. And he was always cheerful. While taking initiative, and later on after finding the mangoes, when he returned back, he was cheerful. All the while, which means, nothing could make this fellow morose or sad or greedy or proud or anything. The nature of Sattva is happiness and knowledge. These two things. Sukham and Jnanam. These two are Sattva. Why the people are always like that? Because their values are centered around God. They know that God is like an all-good personality and whatever he does is good for the world. He knows who should get what. They have full confidence. So he's very cheerful. Okay, second fellow. Anybody remembers anything about the second fellow? Anybody? What did you find? You already answered. I'm looking for, yeah, please. He was greedy, naturally. That's true, yeah. Yeah, thank you. He just tore down the branches and he fled to the village to make money, isn't it? Yeah. Anything else? You have answered. You answered already? Yes. I want those who haven't answered yet, so that more students get chance to answer. Anybody else? If you raise the hand, I'll ask you. Yeah? What do you say?
Injure the tree.
He tore down the branch, not minding what will happen to the tree. He was least concerned about others' inconvenience. So these people are called aggressive people. Aggressive means, I enjoy, you suffer. That was his mode. Thank you. That's correct, yeah. And then, anything else? Yeah, one hand is up. He was not thankful to the tree who gave the mangoes to him. Just see. Very ungrateful. Very selfish. He thought only about whom? Himself only. Never thinks about others. I, me, mine. So modern day culture is called as me culture. Me culture means everybody thinks about themselves only. So he was like that. Greedy fellow. Thank you. Third fellow. Anybody else? Third fellow. Much different nature, isn't it? Anybody? You answered already? Oh, you answered. If nobody answers, then I'll ask you. Okay. Anybody wants to try? Yeah. Jealousy, correct. He was jealous of the tree. See, why did his plant not grow? Because some goat had put its mouth. Then it got spoiled. So he did not put a fence, properly protected. But he doesn't ask what mistake I did due to which my tree didn't grow. Rather than looking at his own fault, he is blaming someone who is flourishing. So this third category of people always feel envy for others. Like another student is getting good marks in some subject, they keep on thinking about the student. I pray that the student doesn't get so many marks. And I pray that I can pull the leg of the student. Like that they think. They never think about how I can improve. Or I can go to the student and ask the student, how are you doing so well in maths? Can you please teach me? Can you please share some tricks with me? Correct, no? You can always learn from others. But trying to desire to pull them down, is it good? No, that's not. That's what this fellow was. He was a jealous fellow. He was jealous. What else? Any other bad quality in the third fellow? Yes? One more. Huh?
He was in a mode of ignorance.
He was in mode of ignorance, due to which? What is, based on that, what happened to that in ignorance?
He was not grateful what
He was not grateful.
comparing with others.
He was comparing with others, yeah, due to which he became jealous. But I told two more bad qualities, yeah?
Due to his ignorance, he ate the spoiled food.
Due to ignorance, he had no discrimination power. Viveka Buddhi was not there. Discrimination means ability to know what is good, what is bad, what is short term, what is long term, what is beneficial, what is harmful, what to drop. That he was not knowing. So foolishly he ate something which, actually he did a foolish thing, but the blame he gave to whom? Tree. So these people do mistake themselves and they blame others. Like that. Like if he gets a fail marks in maths, he will scold the principal of the school. I think principal is envious of me, he gave me fail marks, he will say. He doesn't know mistake is committed by him. He is blaming others. Anything bad happens, they will say like this. Anything good happens, they will say like this. I did like that. So that's one thing. Ignorance lead to lack of discrimination power. Another thing was jealousy. There is one more bad quality in that third fellow. Anybody? There's one more. You answered already. Let us see. If no one answers, you will get a chance. Anybody want to give a try? Anybody else? Okay, I think you are going to get a chance now. Nobody else's hands is up. Okay, yours?
Instead of appreciating the growing tree, he tried to criticize that
Okay.
by comparing his own tree. So he tried to burn down the tree.
That's for us. The people in Navamana are destructive in nature. Like Duryodhana wanted to destroy the Pandavas. Hiranyakashipu wanted to destroy Prahlad. They want to wipe out. Hitler wanted to wipe out the Jews. So these people have a destructive mindset. They don't have a constructive mindset. They cannot do good to others. At least they can leave others free for themselves. They won't do that. They want to destroy others. Good. So now you all got an idea now. Now all of you students who are trying to target these competitive exams, what you should be in? Should you be in Sattva or Rajas or Tamas? Sattva Guna, Rajoguna, Tamaguna. Goodness, passion, ignorance. Which mode do you think you should be in? So how many of you say Sattva? Let us see. Okay, almost 20, 25 hands. Okay, how many of you say Rajoguna? We have 1, 2, 3. Only 3 are there. Okay. Actually, see the king in Sanskrit is called as Raja, correct? No? So Raja means Rajas. And Sattva means saintly people. Sages, rishis, munis, they are called saintly. So the king, Raja has Rajoguna. Is Rajoguna, if you see, Rajoguna is compared to a flood. The flood cannot do any good. A flood, if you see, You see, flood also has energy, dam also has energy. Huh? One is called as Bard, another one is called as Bandh. Correct, no? So which has energy, Bard or Bandh? Bandh is dam. But Bard also has energy. Both have energy. But Bard or the flood has destructive energy. It's destructive because it breaks the houses, uproots the trees, carries away the cattle, kills humans. Correct, no? On the other hand, Bandh, if you see a dam, with a wall, you can release the water as you please, whenever you want. According to your need, you can do it. So, the Sattva Guna, many of you are raising hand, which is very good. But Sattva Guna is actually very mild, very noble. It talks about knowledge and happiness. Huh? And people think and speak, people think and act, which is very good. But for creating anything, for doing anything big, you need Rajas also. So 3-4 of them raised the hand. But Rajoguna alone can be very damaging. But Rajoguna should be combined with Sattva. That's called as Raja Rishi, we call. Like Shivaji Maharaj is called Raja Rishi. So he is Raja and the Rishi is Samarth Ramdas. So Chandragupta Maurya is Raja and Chanakya is guiding him. So combine the Rajoguna with Sattva. So the Rajoguna is like water and the Sattva is like a dam. So when you combine the water and the dam wall, then your energy is conserved and you can use it the way you want. So which means you have to, I am sure every one of you here have a lot of passion to crack the exam. Sometimes you feel I want to stop sleeping till the exam. Day in and day out I want to keep awake. Anybody feels like that? Study all day, all night, and after writing the exam, I will catch up with all my sleep. Correct, no? Is it possible? It's not possible. Because if you don't sleep in the night, then how will you be efficient the next day? So therefore, your passion has to be tempered with goodness. Goodness involves discipline. Discipline means, you think about how to utilize your God-given energy and intelligence in a way that can ultimately bring about success. Correct, no? So 4 types of work you can do. First one, well-known thing is hard work. Hard work you all are already doing, I'm sure. Like hard work involves too much expense of energy. For example, you know the story of the crow, who wanted to drink water, isn't it? But then the water level was way below in the jug, very big jar, correct, no? If it goes inside, it cannot come out. So what did the crow do? He put the stones to rise the water level. So it's considered to be a very intelligent crow because it brought the water level up and drank the water, isn't it? But that is not a very intelligent crow because it is it's a hard-working crow, correct, no? What do you think would a smart working crow do? He will just get a straw from a fruit juice shop. Just put a long straw, you can just drink like that. That's why I told you, hard work, and second is called smart work, and that also you can try. Smart work means easy way. Like in our Pune temple, when we opened the new temple, they got one. They asked me, how should the Vyasapit should be? Vyasapit means Vyasasan, we call it, no? Where the speaker sits and speaks. So I told it, it's supposed to be like a big Simhasan. So they made a very big, such a big hefty chair they made with 2 lions on either side. For lifting it, you need 20 people. Yeah. I said, my Lord, why you guys made it so heavy with teak wood? So then one devotee gave them an idea. Instead of lifting it up, we can put wheels. Correct, no? And then you can easily move it. You need only one person to move it. Once you put a wheel. And without wheel, you need how many people? That is hard work. So what is smart work? Put the wheel. I wasn't aware of anything. They had put the wheel and they kept it. The friend, they told me, Prabhu, you can inaugurate this, this Vyasasana. First day I gave the class and I was singing Jayarada Madhava and Hare Krishna vigorously with my kartar. They opened my eyes, I found this wheeled chair moved that side. I was in another place. When I opened my eyes, I saw class was there, I was here. So that smart idea, moved me to other side. Then again they dragged me back to the class. Along with the chair, they brought me here. Then two fellows were sitting on either side to arrest it so that make sure that it doesn't run away. But next day, when another devotee came up with the idea, he said he can lock the wheel also. Isn't it? He got a locking facility. That was really a smart idea. Put the wheel, whenever you want to move it, open it. When you have moved it to the spot, then lock it. So I told you hard work, smart work. Then there is a third one, which is teamwork. In teamwork, you can achieve a lot more. That's why we say TEAM means what? Together, everyone achieves more. Like in my engineering college days, we were just four of us. All throughout the 4 years, you can ask anybody, we were the ones in the top 4 ranks, again and again rotating. Sometimes I'll be first, sometimes I'll be fourth, sometimes he'll be second. When the university exams, when it was held, there were about 25 universities in our 25 colleges. So I was fourth in the university and one of my friends was 7th, one was 12th, like that. But how we were getting the first 4 ranks? Because each of us were good in some subject and we would prepare very good notes and we would share it with the other. And then that fellow would prepare another notes and share it with us. Sometimes notes are available, but the tricks are not available. So we knew that acronym. Sometimes we have an acronym. Sometimes we have method of remembering, recollecting vast volume of information. Correct now. So each of us had that ideas and clue. So we would share amongst ourselves. So many people didn't know the secret how we are topping the class. The secret was you study only 50%. Other 50% you get help from other people. That's why I told you teamwork. But for doing teamwork, you should be non-envious. Some students say, you give me your notes, but I will not give mine. Why? So I can get better marks than you. Correct, no? So do you think win-win or you think win-lose? We should think win-win, ideally speaking. Okay, you benefit from me and I can benefit from you. Mutually get help. You know the story of that fox who invited a crane to his house. But then he gave in a plate some sweet rice or something. And the crane was finding it difficult to eat, isn't it? Then the crane said, okay, you come to my house tomorrow. And the crane gave a large jar, isn't it? He put his beak inside and he was drinking, but the fox didn't know what to do. Because both of them were thinking win-lose. They were only thinking, I will eat, other fellow should not eat. So, win-win thinking actually means what? See, there were 2 dogs which were tied in the neck to each other. But the problem was, one dog was interested only in biscuit, which was in this corner. Another dog was interested only in bread, which was in that corner. So this fellow was looking there, this fellow was looking here. And they were pulling both. Is it helpful? No. The more you pull, the neck was also paining. Always he was salivating watching the biscuit. He was salivating watching bread. And they spent almost half a day like that. Then they got one idea. He said, you walk with me, let me pick up my biscuits. And I will walk with you, you pick up bread. Then you come in the middle, and you eat bread and I will eat biscuit. That is called win-win. You understand it? Similarly, you are interested in getting help in one subject and the other fellow wants help in another subject. So you can actually mutually help each other. This is called teamwork. Okay? Hard work, smart work, teamwork. And the fourth one is called heart work. What is heart work? Heart work is the prayer. You will see many great achievers like Arjuna or Hanuman. People don't know. The secret is they were aligned with God and they prayed to God. You will see that. Like Arjun was told by Krishna, go to Lord Shiva and get Pashupatastra. Go to Indra and get celestial weapons. Krishna was always giving ideas to Pandavas. He was supplying ideas. Krishna told Arjuna, I don't say that my devotees won't have difficulty. But in difficulty, if my devotees chant my names and pray to me, remember me, I will be with them. That's what Krishna said. So Pandavas are always remembering. Like once Akshay Patra pastime you must have heard. You know, when Draupadi saw Durvasa Muni and thousands of disciples came, she just prayed to Krishna and then they got help immediately. So that's called as prayer, is called the heart work. Same with Hanuman also. When Hanuman was given the project of searching after Sita, you know, he climbed up the Mahendra Parvat and he thought it's a Herculean task to go to the Rakshasa's land like Lanka. I may be caught, I may be captured, I may be killed, I may be arrested. What awaits me, I don't know. There is a lot of danger going to a enemy's land. So he folded his palms and prayed to Lord Ram, who is Lord of his life. Prayed to Vayu, his father. Prayed to Surya Deva, his guru. And prayed to Indra, the leader of the demigods. Prayed to all of them and prayed for their blessings, wisdom, guidance, direction, everything. And then he leapt in the air. And when he leapt in the air, it is said, he jumped like an arrow of Rama released from Rama's bow, like a Ramaban, like that he left. So, it's coming? Charging. Okay. So, in this way, Hanuman, Arjuna, they are all great devotees. So by prayer, heart work. So the prayer arises from the heart. So Prem sir was telling now that you all have an opportunity. You can read books, or you can do the chanting prayer, Hare Krishna chanting, or you also have yoga to learn, correct, no? So he has created a good facility for you. Very wonderful it is. Morning and evening, half an hour you have. What happens when you do this? Just like, for example, say a car is traveling 5,000 kilometers, and then you return back now. The car is heated up because of long travel, and there is a wear and tear also. And the car is now, you're not in a good shape now. So what will you do? You send it to a garage, and you send it for overhauling, correct, no? And then you cool down the car, and then you make it again in a proper so that you can use it next time. Same with your body also. You all are, studying for a competitive exam. Naturally, your head is hot now. You are in tension about the study. Sometimes too much of study also makes you become stagnated sometimes. So, but when you take out a little time, half an hour in the morning, half an hour in the evening, you do some chanting, you do some yoga, and you do some reading, you're cooling down. You're cooling down your head and again making yourself healthy enough to be able to face, the studies again. So that brings you to sattva again. If in Rajoguna what happens, your eyes on the goal is so much that you can end up committing a mistake. I'll tell you an example. In America, one fellow was driving his bike. Generally, nobody drives bike in America. They go in car only. But occasionally you find a fellow, a bike rider. So he was going in his bike very speedily, and his cap flew off. And then he parked the bike in the side, and he ran behind the cab. But then the cars were all going very fast. Zoom, 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 zoom. Very fast cars were going. But his eyes were fixed on the cab, and he was running behind the cab. Is it all right? Then what is the problem? If he is only aiming at the cab, if he's running behind it, he may be hit by a car. That's a great danger. So his mind was telling him, I need the cab, I need the cab. But the intelligence told him with reasoning, see, if you run behind the cab, you may lose your life. Better you wait. When the cars are going to stop, then you can get the cab. In case the cab is smashed by a car, never mind, you can buy another cab. Correct, no? Which is more important? Your life is important or the cab is important? Yeah. So should you go by your intelligence and reasoning, or should you go by your mind? So mind acts instinctively. Intelligence acts with reason. So at the moment you all are very young, especially in the teenage, we are driven by our mind with many, many dreams. And we are driven by instinct and passion. There are students who, if they cannot make an exam or something, they even commit suicide. You have heard many, many times. But that's because for them, academics seems to be all consuming, which doesn't have to be necessarily. Academics is one part of your life. There is also entertainment, there is also time with God, there is time with your parents, time with your friends, there are hobbies. There may be many other interests in your life apart from academics, like you want to do something for the society. So I don't know why students become so bogged down with one small goal in life, and if they don't make it, they become depressed. That's because of that instinctive mindset of running behind the cab. Don't run behind the cab, look at the road. That's what I would say. See a bigger picture of life. Now let's take questions now. From here, what time we have to leave to reach there? That's 6:15, I think.
6:15.
How long it
5:40.
takes?
Half an hour.
Half an hour. Okay. You want the mic? Which one? Okay. Yeah.
Just one. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
It's only you have to read aloud for everyone to
Yes.
hear you. Yeah.
Prabhuji, sometimes we have such strong desires to accomplish our goal that we tend to become desperate about it. So most of the times, our desire turns into desperation. So how can we not do that?
You see, when you achieve something in life, there are many parameters that bring about success. For example, what you have done in the past lives, there is something awaiting you in your destiny. You deserve something. For example, you are working in a company. If you did some extra hours of work, along with your salary, they will give you incentives. Correct, no? In the same manner, each of you sitting here, we don't know what is in your destiny. For example, look at your face. Each of you have a certain type of face cut. Did you design the face cut or it was given to you? Did you choose the color of your skin or it was given to you? Did you choose your parents or it was given to you? This is called destiny. Destiny is already awarded to you. In the same manner, even your IQ is also awarded. Somebody has 60 or 80, people in Mensa society may have 150, 160 or whatever. They may have bigger IQ. So these IQs are coming with the bodily machine at the time of your birth. So now trying to compete in an examination, I don't say that you should not endeavor. You should surely endeavor. At the same time, one should know one's limits also. Like there are people with a higher IQ than us. There are people with a lower IQ than us. There are people who are more handsome than us. There are people more uglier than us. There are people more richer than us. There are people poorer than us. So God has put you in a rigid situation right now in this life. So in this current situation, you should endeavor. But over endeavor is not going to bring the result. One has to endeavor. But if one is going to become mad or feverish about it, then you are hurting yourself more than doing good. I'll tell you the reason why. For example, when you desire to achieve something, when it turns into desperation, your efficiency in preparation for the examination goes down. The reason is you are always thinking about how the paper is going to be. Will it be difficult or will it be easy? And then when after writing the exam, you are worried how the result is going to be. Will I make it or will I not make it? So if I make it, then I will become this, I will become that, and you become very proud about it. And if I don't make it, all my friends will ask me, my parents will ask me, everybody will look down upon me, I will become very depressed. Actually, we become depressed now only before the result comes. So, in this way, either way, it's like a two-way dagger. In case you achieve it, we become boastful and proud. In case we don't achieve it, we become depressed. And before the exam, we are constantly living with bated breath, how the exam is going to be. This is the reason Lord Krishna says in the Gita that what is not in your hand, do not worry. What is in your hand, you worry about that. That is a very interesting saying. One writer called Gote, he says, do not allow what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. He says, do not allow what you cannot do. For example, you can sow the seed, but who has to give the rains? God has to give the rains. Can you go to the clouds and make the rain happen? No. So you can only sow the seed. So your goal should be fixed on what? Bringing the rains or sowing the seed? That's the whole point. Similarly, should you put your attention on studying for the exam or worrying about the result? Why? Because result, are you giving result or they are giving result? If they are giving, why bother? They will anyway give. If you perform well, they will give you. Correct, no? Like one boy gave an interview for a company, Microsoft, he gave an interview. Now after giving the interview, he was so much in anxiety for 1 week. I told him, why should you be in anxiety? If you deserve it, they will give you. If you don't deserve it, they will not give you. But don't bother about it too much, because giving the result is not in your hands. This is the point. Krishna says, Karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshvara. So what is in your hand, you focus on it. Now another example I tell you. One farmer was asking another farmer, what did you plant this year? Did you plant corn or wheat or rice or sugarcane? Other farmer said, I didn't plant any of them, he said. He asked why? Anyway, I wasn't sure whether rains will come or not. So I wanted to play safe. So I didn't plant anything, he said. Is it all right? What do you think? What is the mistake in that farmer's behavior? In the name of playing safe, he didn't plant anything. So from his side, he didn't take initiative. Then if the rains come, will you get anything? No. You won't get anything. Similarly, as students, we should not fail to take initiative. From your side, make sure that you have done your part. You may say that, sir, I don't know whether good results will come or not, so I didn't endeavor only. No, endeavoring is important. Like Krishna never told Arjuna, Arjuna, I am riding your chariot, I am guiding you, so you can sleep in the chariot and I will take care of the war. Did Krishna say that? No, he said you should take the bow and arrow and you take the initiative. I will keep on supplying you guidance and you take initiative. But don't worry about the outcome of the war. That good results will come, that you don't worry, he said. Because that's not in your hands. What is in your hands, you focus on that, he said. So, whenever desire turns into desperation, you get into a dream world. See, daydreaming. You heard about daydreaming? Yes. You heard about that lady who was carrying a pot of milk on her head, you know that? She was dreaming, I will sell all this milk and I will buy more cows and I will get more milk and I will become then I will only marry a zamindar, she said. Well, I will become a rich lady. And then if the zamindar fellow doesn't listen to me, I will give him a slap, she said. And she was about to give a slap, that pot of milk fell down and broke, isn't it? So then she came to the external world. So the daydreaming doesn't help. Daydreaming. At the same time, I don't say don't dream. You should dream with a deadline. That is called goal setting, we call it. Goal setting means dreaming with a deadline. For example, examination is coming. So these are the things I will study and this is the way I am going to approach. You plan for it, dream about it, it's good. But don't do daydreaming. Daydreaming means endlessly dreaming without a goal. And imagining, not focusing on your studies. How many of you have seen you are sitting with the book, 2-3 hours passed but you didn't digest anything, you are on the same page. Anybody's experienced on this? Correct, no? And that is what is called the daydreaming, which we should not do. One boy was preparing for GRE, TOEFL examination to go to America. He used to tell me, as soon as you would open the book, you would see aeroplane. Already aeroplane is flying, my parents are coming to say Tata to me. Friends will say, and I will fly in America, I will talk in stylish English, and I go to America, and I will go. And actually, because he was just dreaming, he was not preparing. You have to memorize so many vocabs. So should he focus on swallowing the vocabs, or should he focus on imagining about the aeroplane? Isn't it? Yeah. So focus on your duty. Krishna says, Karmanyavadi, focus on your duty. Actually, although I am telling you focus on your duty, on your own, for you to do, you don't have the willpower to do it on your own. And that is why you pray. Why do we chant Hare Krishna? When you chant Hare Krishna, it brings you to a state of timelessness. You go beyond this world full of tensions and stresses and everything. With the chanting of the holy name, chanting of Hare Krishna takes you to a region above. From there you can see, yourself as eternal jiva. You never die. When your body dies, the soul never dies. Soul is eternal, God is eternal. You can see a bigger life. With chanting, it gives you a broad perspective. And then you will be able to have the willpower to control your situations. Like for example, let me give a very simple example. Your kid is going to seashore with the mother and father in a car, and the child is making some sandcastle. Sometimes while making sandcastle, the child became so absorbed in making the sandcastle, and when the ocean waves come and beat the sandcastle, the child may cry. Or sometimes the ocean waves are not coming so near, the child may be very happy with the sandcastle. But then mother may tell the child, hey, now it's getting dark now, let's go home now. So what do you think the child will do with the sandcastle? What do you think? Just leave it behind. Just dust your hand and go. Ask yourself the relation of the child with the sandcastle and seashore versus the relation of the child with mother, father, which is long lasting. Is it not true? Similarly, all of you think for a moment, one moment you think about this. We all come in this world with empty hands. At the time of death, people go with empty hands, correct no? Our relation with this world exists for about 60, 70, 80, 90 years. But our relation with God is eternal. It's always there. If you think when I am chanting, I am with Krishna, I am with God, then you are very, very safe. Just like a child is with the father, the child is very confident. I saw one small boy, he told his father, Papa, you come on this side walk, I will come on this side walk. Papa said, why don't we walk together? He said, no, you come that side, I will come this side. But when he was coming this side, he saw a bulldog suddenly. And the bulldog, that's what he did. He got a little frightened. So he crossed the road and ran to the other side. And the dog also followed him. The moment he caught the father's hand, now he turned around and gave a kick to the dog. Hey dog, go away. And the dog went away. So I was thinking, how this boy got so much confidence? Earlier he was afraid of the dog. Now how he became so, anybody can tell me how he got so confident now? Yeah?
His father got the hand of his father.
He got the hand of his father. So when you are chanting Hare Krishna, it's like you are getting the hand of God. You are with God. So you have nothing to take tension, nothing to fear. This is one reason why small children have no tension, you will see. Because they give all the tension to parents. And they are carefree. But when you grow up to teenage, then you take all tension on your head. And you can't handle it. So the more you are able to give away your attention to God, for God your attention is nothing. Peanuts for Him. He can evaporate it in no time. So God is telling you give your attention to me and you take my happiness. Only you should be able to take their happiness. And that happens by chanting, you see. So don't go from desire to desperation. Because you are not the result giver. Result awarder is God. Pray to Him. And if He wishes, He can give. He can do anything. He can even change your destiny also. Like our Arjuna was about to enter fire. He couldn't kill Jayadratha. But Krishna blocked the sun and arranged for Arjuna to finish Jayadratha. You heard about that?
Yes.
Krishna can change your destiny also if you want. So it's better that you chant and you do your duty well and leave it to God. One another thing also, I was asking our Prem sir that in 100% of the students who prepare for the exam, how much percentage of them crack the finals and then go into becoming bureaucrats and tier 1, tier 2 and all. So he was telling about 10% sometimes some of the students from our institute go. In the past about 8, 10 of them have got placed also in some very nice things, which is good. Then I asked him, what about others who are unable to make it even after 1, 2, 3, 4 attempts? Because there is an age limit also, I think. Isn't it 19.5 or no? 19.5. And then for other exams, I think 23, I think. 24, yeah. So that's the age limit. In case that age limit crosses, now poor children, they've studied for the exam, so much hard they worked. What is their future? Is there any plan B, plan C? I asked him. He said, we have, he said. Somebody tried for All India, you couldn't crack UPSC All India. Then you also have state level. You can try. State level is more easy compared to national level. If one couldn't make it, then he also told me bank exams are there, railways, right now? Railway exams are there. This is a very wonderful thing. So you don't have to completely become stressed and bogged down. If one door is closed, you have another door open for you. If another door is closed, the third door is open for you. And also you all are getting very nicely trained here. Morning 7:30, evening 7:30. This training is never a waste. You are actually gathering so much of knowledge and everything. You are already becoming powerful. You are getting, like Arjuna was getting trained in the Gurukula with archery. Like that you are getting equipped with all this knowledge. There are multiple opportunities for you. You try for the top one. If plan A doesn't work, go for the B, go for the C. Alternatives are available for you. There's nothing to lose. your knowledge that you're gaining here is not going to be waste. So no need to too much take tension on your head, stress on your head. Because you all are better off compared to many other children outside who cannot even sit for these competitive exams. Correct, no? You have been chosen. Sir also told me that he doesn't take any damn student. There's an interview process. There's an interview and then only selected students are taken for this. That means all of you are chosen ones, which is not ordinary thing. You're born in a good family, you've got good parents. Now you are chosen for training here and you are likely to get placed in a very good position. And there are alternative exams possible for you. So you should take this academic thing like a play. Our life is like a game. In a game, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And nobody needs to get bogged down that, oh, now I lost, now I'm gone forever. It's not like that. You can always play again and win again. Take it like a game and then you will not take any tension. You can be very cool. Like first time I wrote my GATE examination, I had got something like 76 percentile or something first time. At that time I didn't prepare at all. I came to know there is a GATE exam, so I applied and kept it. So next time they told you study properly and right, and then I studied and I wrote. I got 98.6 like that. Then I got into IIT Bombay after that. So you will see that there are many people who don't have any guidance in life. You are not like that. You all are preparing and you are preparing in a very focused manner. So you should be happy about it because your Krishna says invest in what you are supposed to do, which you are already doing. So after making hard work, smart work, teamwork, hard work, what more can you do? After that you leave it to God. And therefore he says you need to learn detachment. Detachment not in the beginning, after doing all these things. Then because beyond that you can't do anything. Then you can be detached. And whatever comes you accept as prasad of the Lord, mercy of the Lord. Okay, next.
Yes. How can we stay rooted in our truth and peace when fear, doubt, and emotional instability tries to take over?
Actually, this fear, doubt, emotional instability, all these things come when we identify with our body and with our worldly situation. This world is like a maze. The maze, how many of you have seen this rat, that has to find its crumb? It has to go through the maze and find out. You have done that game, correct? Yes. You have seen that, yeah. Now, it has to go here. So the life is like a maze. Therefore, it's creating so much tension. But when you actually take support of God, you are not inside the maze, you are above the maze. You don't have to go through the maze, you can directly go to the end result. You have nothing to worry. So, this kind of turmoil is because of bodily consciousness. Even Arjuna was told by Lord Krishna, the very first thing Lord Krishna told Arjuna, Arjuna, know that there are two things, Chetan and Jada. Like the stable is Jada, and all of you are Chetan, you're conscious. So the conscious person is like a driver of the car, and the Jada is like the car. So are you the car, or are you driver of the car? Yeah. If you think I am car, that's called Ahankar. Correct, no? Like somebody is going in a Mercedes Benz, he is telling the rickshaw, somebody is driving rickshaw, hey rickshaw, move aside, he says. He is thinking, I am Benz and he is rickshaw. Is it true? Is this fellow Benz? He is the driver of the Benz and that fellow is driver of the rickshaw. So you are different from your body, and you never die. Krishna says the soul can never be cut by scissor. It cannot be burned by fire. And when the person dies, the body is left behind, the soul comes out along with his mind, then is given one more body. So you are eternal and the God is eternal, you are eternal and the relation is eternal. Anybody who focuses on this will never be in tension because that is real life on a spiritual plane. And we have come from the spiritual plane to the material plane where we identify with the body, with our immediate situations. These are temporary situations. How many of you played this business game, trade? How many of you know that? I also used to play. See, there you collect money, right? 500 rupee note, 1000 rupee note and everything, correct? But that's only for like a kind of game it is. After the game is over, you keep it aside and go for your lunch. Isn't it? You don't bother about it. Similarly, in this world also people are handling currency note. That's like another game, bigger game. It's like a bigger trade game. If you see like that, then you can take life like a play. You don't have to take too much tension in life. See, you are playing with the trade fake currency notes. Similarly, somebody who is a big businessman and playing with crores of rupees, but one day he will leave behind and go, correct? No? Why take too much tension about this? No? So, one should take, as I told you, take your life like a game and go on with life, keeping your faith in God, because your relation with God, which you are strengthening by your chanting, that is something which will go with you life after life. It will never be lost. Okay, next.
Yes. Prabhuji, does our present life and past life karmas matter for chanting holy name? If a person is completely indulged in sense gratification and material stuff in past and present both life, but got introduced to the holy name later, will he or she get affected by the reaction of those karmas, and will it create obstacle in the bhakti or the love for Harinam?
Actually, chanting of the holy name is completely different from the past and present karmas. Even most sinful people also have chanted the holy name. Like you all have heard about Valmiki, you heard about Mrigari, you heard about Ajamila. So, actually, even if somebody is a terrible sinner, by chanting the holy name, the sins can be washed away. Just like in a mirror, you have dirt. But if you take a wet cloth and you wipe the mirror, then it becomes clean. Similarly, if somebody thinks that I have committed a lot of sins in the past life and this life, don't worry, start chanting. The more you chant, the mind becomes cleansed and the sins will be washed away. Krishna says that, Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayishyami. He says, I will clear up your sins. And you continue chanting, he says. So your chanting will not be affected. You can chant. Even like one auto wala was telling me, Swamiji, I eat meat, so I cannot touch the mala, he said. I said, you definitely have to have the mala. Because you're eating meat. If you chant, then all this unwanted sinful activities will go away. So I would say that one shouldn't bother about one's background. One should chant in any situation one can chant. Hippies in America, Prabhupada gave them chanting. They were into all kind of bad habits. So hippies became happies by chanting the holy name. Next.
Prabhuji, what is the essence of Krishna consciousness and how can one apply it in daily life?
Yeah. See, the essence of Krishna consciousness, I can tell you in 3 statements. Acceptance of God, alignment with God, acting for the pleasure of God. First is, you accept that this whole universe in which we are existing now, the sun shines in the morning, moon shines in the evening, the crops are growing, the flowers are blossoming, fruits are ripening, seasons are changing, clouds are showering, none of which is done by us. It's all done by Krishna. Krishna says that in the Gita. So understand that the universal phenomenon, what is happening, it's all arranged for benefiting me. I am drinking water, I am benefiting from the air, I am eating the fruits, vegetables and everything. So first thing is, accept God and thank Him for what He has gifted us. And alignment with God means studying sacred scriptures like Bhagavad Gita and chanting and aligning with God's word. Because if you are in India, you follow the Indian law. If you don't follow the Indian law, we are put in the jail or something. Similarly, when we align with God, we lead a happy life. You all can see that. Like you do pranayam, you do yogasanas, you do chanting, meditation, you eat pure food. You can keep body very healthy, body and mind. Instead of that, you drink liquor, you smoke cigarettes, you chew tobacco, you get into gambling, you eat meat, and then you have illicit sex. These things you will see that they spoil your body, spoil your mind, they degrade you. Not only terrible sin comes later. Even otherwise you will see, you have 5 losses, by committing sinful activities. First thing is, none of the sinful activities come for free. Do you get liquor bottle free? Do you get cigarette packet free? You have to spend money for it. Secondly, when you consume them, you get suffering. A smoker gets lung cancer. A drunkard gets liver cirrhosis. A tobacco chewer, he gets ulcers. A person who indulges in illicit sex gets sexually transmitted diseases. So you will see that first is spending money, second is suffering, third is doctor's bill. Huh? You have to pay for the, because when you suffer, what do? You go to doctor, and the doctor will show you a big bill, huh, for the medicine as well as for treatment. That's the third thing. And the fourth thing is police involvement. Huh? As soon as somebody is drinking and driving, police is involved. Somebody is indulging in illicit activities, police will be involved. You will see that. So that's a police. The fifth one will come little later, which is Yamadutas at the time of death. Correct, no? So, walking the sinful path makes us suffer. Walking the virtuous path, like chanting, reading Bhagavad Gita, taking prasad, worshipping God, this path actually is effortless. Practically, there is no expenditure in this. Huh? No expenses. Instead of getting suffering, you get happiness. Huh? Instead of going to doctor, you go to Guruji. Huh? And doctor gives you bitter pills to eat, Guruji gives you holy name to chant. Correct, no? And then where the police comes, Yamadutas come, here Vishnudutas will come. And Yamadutas take you down, Vishnudutas take you up. So you want to follow virtuous life or vicious life? Choice is yours. Correct, no? So acceptance of God, alignment with God, and acting for the pleasure of God. Acting for the pleasure of God means do your duty, leave the result to God. Because He is all-knowing. He knows what is good for us. Trust Him and leave it to Him. And He will escort you, guide you. Just as Krishna was a friend of Arjuna, He can become your friend also by your chanting and practicing this. It's very easy. So in essence, we say 5 things, A, B, C, D, E. You all know that? A for association. Just like we are all discussing some valuable thing now, that's association. B for books. Which book? Bhagavad Gita. 1 page a day, Bhagavad Gita. Huh? C for chanting. Hare Krishna, at least 1 round a day. Huh? D for devotional diet. Huh? Any food you eat after thanking God, that is devotional food. And E is engaging in some seva. Like our Prem sir, he was a student in Pune, then he went to IIT. Huh? And I was very happy to meet him and his good wife, both of them. Now he is doing something meaningful, something very valuable. This kind of institute he has started with all of you. And apart from doing this profession, he is also offering opportunity for all of you to add some values to your life. You see, this is engaging in seva. Correct, no? So you always remember these 5 things: A, B, C, D, E. So this is the essence. Take this essence with you wherever you go and apply it and see how your life will blossom beautifully. Next.
Once a question was asked to His Holiness Radheshyam Maharaj, how are you a prolific writer, erudite scholar and a wonderful speaker? He replied that I am more of a prayer. This inspires the question, what is the art of praying? How should we pray? And what should we ask in our prayers? Success or grace to accept whatever the results that come out?
Yeah. Actually, in our prayer we should pray to God, oh God, purify me, uplift me, accept me, Prabhupada says. Currently I have so many bad qualities. Purify me of those bad qualities. Uplift me means help me to see all living beings as your children and let me not injure anyone. Let me be a friend of all living beings and let me be obedient to your teachings in the scriptures. So that way you uplift me. And then accept me means accept me in the spiritual world where I belong to you. Let me eternally live with you and serve you. So this Srila Prabhupada said, when we are chanting the holy name, this should be the mood. Another internal mood is that, oh my dear Lord, in this world there are so many scientists who are creating so many inventions, but nobody can create rice or wheat or fruits or water or air. None of the eatables can be given by any scientist. Go and ask anybody. It's all given by God. So God is the Annadata or the provider of food. He is our maintainer. And He is the one who has provided the platform for us to even sit on now. He is the protector, He is the provider, He is the guide. He has also sent Bhagavad Gita and other literatures for guiding us. So our expression of our gratitude to God that you have provided all these things for us, that is also one part of the prayer. I wanted to be independent of you and I come in this world, you are providing me so many things. Like every one of you, think for a moment, you have your hands, legs, eyes, ears, everything proper, correct, no? Be grateful for that. You are born in a good family, with mother, father educated, and they have put you for good education. They are giving you. Be grateful for that. And be grateful for joining this institute where you are adding some values to your life. Be grateful for that. And also, you are getting a chance to compete in a national level examination where there's a likelihood that you may make it also, and be holding a very prestigious position in society. So God has given you the opportunity for it. Be grateful for that. And also, if you think about, if you take a paper and pen and write down what all you have received in your life, your heart will be swelling with gratitude. So a grateful heart is a beautiful heart, and a grateful heart can pray to God very easily, naturally. Thank you. Now it is close to 37 here. I am going to leave from here at 5:45. I can directly take some questions, I think. Another 5 minutes, okay? Anybody? These were questions asked to me, but if you want the mic? You can, please. Yes.
So you have a master's degree from IIT. So any person who has such an auspicious degree from such a big college will think of making money, will think of doing a job. So why did you pursue such austere life after pursuing the degree from IIT Bombay?
Actually, even in my 5th or 6th standard, I have been desiring to study Bhagavad Gita and teach Bhagavad Gita. School days only, I was thinking. In my 7th standard, I made my first attempt to leave home and go to a monastery. But my father told me that, it's good that you become an engineer or a doctor, do some education, and then by the time you'll be more mature, then you can take a call, like that he said. So then I was reading spiritual books side by side, and I was actually nurturing my desire to do something for the world. Instead of just go to the college, earn a degree, fetch a job, make money, have a bank balance, have wife and children, and just run a small home. I was not happy with that. I thought I should do something for the suffering humanity. What could be done? You can give food to the people, but they'll be hungry again tomorrow. If you give for 1 week, they'll be hungry next week. If you give them whole lifetime, they'll be reborn again next life and say, I'm again born again, please give me food. Isn't it? Or if you build a hospital, you build an orthopedic hospital for broken legs and broken hands, somebody can get a heart attack, somebody can get a brain tumor. This body is such a body that no matter how much you repair the body, it always keeps falling apart. Then I was trying to think about what is the best service I can do to all humanity. Then I understood one thing, that inside the body is residing the Atma, the real driver of the body, who never dies. And he is in this world wandering like an orphan, away from his Supreme Father, in the spiritual world, Krishna. So, taking an orphan child back to the Father and connecting is the greatest service we can do. Because the orphan child has a glorious Father. If you connect, Father will provide him everything. We just have to reconnect. And that really touched me. And also this ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada's books, I learned that you don't have, you don't go to Himalayas and take care of your own moksha. Rather, you live in the city and help other living, suffering souls also to come to God. That I liked very much. Because, I don't want to deliver only myself. I want to see this benefit received by many more people. And another thing I observed in this Vaishnava path is, you don't have to shut your senses. Like you've seen 3 monkeys, don't see bad, don't hear bad, don't speak bad. You've seen 3 monkeys? Yeah. But here we were taught that with your eyes you can see beautiful Radha Vrindavan Chandra, with your ears you can hear kirtans or lectures, with your mouth you can eat prasad and chant holy name. So this movement teaches us to, sakaratmak, not nakaratmak. It's how to not just negate the negative, but engage in the positive. This was thrilling. I thought it's very easy for everybody to follow. Even all of his students can follow this. So then I thought it should be taught very widely. So I have been to almost a dozen organizations, met many Swamis, asked questions. After going all around, at last when I came to ISKCON and met Radhanath Maharaj, I was fully convinced. This is it. This is what we have to do. We have to use our senses in Lord's service, and we should live in the heart of the city and go for programs like this and give people a chance to hear the great glorious message of God. And then in this way benefit others, benefit oneself, and help the orphan like children to connect with their supreme all-loving Father. So therefore, my father allowed me also when I was 25. By the time I had done job for about 4 years in Thermax as a senior design executive, and my 3 sisters were all married and settled. Then I asked my mother and father, will you allow me to join? Now they said, okay. Then I joined. Okay? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. In the mic, yeah. It's on? Yeah.
So why it happens in starting, I keep on persisting to have something. I keep running behind that thing to get it. But when I get it and everything's over, after that I suffer. I keep thinking ki if I won't have done this, I would not be suffering today. What if I would have chosen the another path instead of this? I would have got happiness and not this suffering. So how can we take out ourselves out from this thing or this confusion?
See, any pursuit you do, we all are looking for happiness ultimately. We all are looking for happiness. Everybody is looking for happiness. So you try one route, it didn't work, you try the second one, you try the third one, you try the fourth one. So now you have come into a particular route now where you are trying for UPSC exam or the NDA one? Which NDA one? Yeah. So now you're trying for the NDA one. You certainly must have had some inner calling, correct, no? That you should go for this, do something for the nation, correct, no? So, but in any endeavor there is effort and there are troubles, there are challenges. If your inner calling is strong, you don't mind those difficulties. You'll be ready for it. So if you're pursuing a particular path, ask yourself, is this what I want to do? And is it going to benefit the world? Then if it is so, you tell me in which path there is no risk or there is no problem. You see, there are ministers, there are MLAs, there are MPs, and those people who want to do some good for the nation, correct, no? But you will find that their life is also under threat many times. But they are ready for it. They take all the risks and they go for it. Similarly, in pursuing any particular path, the path always comes with plus and minus. So when you said that when you look back, why am I suffering like this? But anxiety is there in this world in any path. Like for example, we are monks, we are sadhus. And when we want to reach this message to many people, life is not a bed of roses. It's not that you will get a red carpet welcome everywhere. Some places they will, close the door. Some places they will allow us. So, but because we are confident that we are working for God's pleasure, so we don't mind taking the trouble. And it is worth it. Correct, no? In the same manner, you are making an effort to do something good for the nation. And you have to, one thing I told you in the beginning of the class today, your effort should be meaningful effort. If you overwork, that will hurt your body and mind both. Like I was telling you, some students think that I will not sleep at all. Later on when you don't get sleep, you get frustrated. Correct, no? Because the body is, running out of fuel. Similarly, body gives diseases, mind gives depression. So therefore, there has to be a kind of santulan or balance. Krishna says 4 things. Yukta ahara, vihara, yukta ahara viharasya, yukta cheshtasya karmasu, yukta swapnava bodhasya yoga bhavati dukkha. 4 things he's saying. Your eating habit, your sleeping habit, your work and recreation. You need balance in all these 4. If you overeat, you will not be able to study, you will go to sleep. If you undereat, you will not be nourished. Similarly, if you oversleep, you will become lazy. If you undersleep, you will become crazy. Because the brain gets heated up. Then you become irritable with everybody. Similarly, work also. There should be a fixed hours of work. You don't overwork. Like somebody is working 10 hours, somebody is working 14 hours or 16 hours. Then one gets burnt out. Just like, the story of the hare and tortoise. The hare ran some distance and he went to sleep. Similarly, some people run too much that when exams are coming close, they go to sleep. So therefore, overwork is not good. Moderate work. Similar recreation. If you go for harmful recreation, nowadays some of the teenagers are going for certain video games which are addictive in nature. If somebody is going Grand Theft Auto, Blue Whale, certain things, When they get into it, it's like a loop. You cannot come out. So they went for harmful recreation and they got stuck inside. So one should be very, like in our movement we say recreation means going for a walk, going for swimming, dancing, singing, playing instruments. So this is our recreation. So the recreation should also make you healthy. So you all remember these 4 things: eating, sleeping, work and recreation. If you do these things moderately, dukkha ha, he says, you will be very happy, he says. You will not be morose, you will not feel burnt out. So make it moderate. Don't overdo, don't underdo. Alright? Thank you. Now it's getting late for me, I think. I have another program. Correct, Prabhu? Yeah, there it's 6:15, I think. Yeah. So it was very nice being with all of you. And you are in a very good company of Prem sir and his good wife, very nice family. And you are getting a very good platform at this young age to learn many things. Actually, there is one Kannada guru also who comes here. If you tell him, whenever he comes, he can give a talk like this one, a talk he can give. He visits once in 2 months. Once in a month he visits. When he comes, sometimes he can talk also. Okay, thank you, sir, very much. So I wish you all the best in your efforts. As I told you, you target plan A and be prepared for plan B, C, D, E. Okay? Then you will not be in tension. If all of you get plan A, I will be most happy. If all of you are the only ones who lead the whole India, I will be most happy. But be prepared for alternative results also, and don't take too much tension. Take life like a game. With holding the hand of God, life can certainly be like a game for you. Thank you. Hare Krishna.